aka Dr. Lorette. I'm also live on TikTok today. I want to talk to you guys about how to make more money, right? Make money moves without more degrees in nursing. All right, let me know where you're watching from, what city, what country. Drop it in the chat. Let me know if you have any questions. And for those who don't know me, I've been featured on the Jennifer Hudson show. You might have seen me there, or you might have seen me on Black Enterprise recently, where I talked about my work on how I help new nurses land their dream job. Nurses that are struggling to land interviews, struggling right out of school, helping them make up to 175K getting the specific jobs that they want in the specific specialty areas without having to settle for what they don't want. All right. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm also a nurse entrepreneur, been helping other business owners start their businesses, build their personal brands, and learn how to make money moves. All right. So who we got here? We got Mika says, I'm a new grad since August. Yeah. So like I said, I help new grads. So if you're interested in joining my new grad coaching program, definitely send me a message because I am accepting some new graduate nurses into my coaching program from new nurse to dream role. So simply send me a message and then also include your email. And I will give you the details on how you can work with me in a group setting. I've helped over 200 nurses land their dream role. So today I want to talk about 3 tips on how to make more money as a nurse, whether you are a nursing student, a new grad, an experienced nurse, how to make more money. Okay, so one easy tip, of course, that's not part of these 3 tips, is negotiating your salary. As a new nurse, I did not know anything about negotiating my salary, and I just took what I got. All right. And that's not the right thing to do. You have to negotiate your salary. In fact, HR expects you to negotiate your salary. So that is one easy way that you can start making some money moves, right? And yes, even as a new nurse, I've helped new nurses land 5,000 to 10,000 more on their base salary just from teaching them how to negotiate their salary. All right. So let's get into tip number 1, how to make money moves without getting more degrees. Okay. Number 1, they don't teach you this in nursing school whatsoever, because we're always taught to stay humble and all that jazz. But the number 1 tip I have is to learn how to market yourself. Whether you are early in your career or an experienced nurse in your career that wants to grow or get promoted or whatever the case, or in your business, if you're starting a business or wanting to grow your business, you need to learn how to market yourself. No one is going to do it for you. They can do it for you if you hire them, but no one's going to do it like you can do it for yourself. And why is that important? Because you know yourself the best, right? And no one's going to be your cheerleader. You are going to be your best cheerleader. So number 1 is learn how to market yourself. And what do I mean by that? That could be literally in an interview. A lot of new nurses don't know how to market themselves. And yes, this means being able to articulate your value, being able to, number 1, apply for the position, even if you think, oh, I don't know about this, I don't know if I'll get hired. Like, you have to actually take action, apply for the position, right? Same thing if you want to get a promotion, you need to market yourself, put yourself out there. Same thing if you want to start a business. So many people think that they're going to start a business and then they don't want to market themselves. And I'm like, well, you're not going to have a business because no one's going to know about you. Right? So let me know in the comments. You got Mika, Bev, Shelly, what's up? What's up, TikTok? Let me know on LinkedIn. Anybody watching? Any questions, comments about how to make money as a nurse? Drop it in the chat. And then let me know if you guys have any questions about how to make money in terms of like negotiating your salary, or any questions about specifically marketing yourself as a nurse. Okay. So, one thing to this, I will say, is building a personal brand, which I know a lot of nurses don't know what I'm talking about when I say build a personal brand or make yourself more credible, more marketable. So, what are ways, right? Actionable ways that you can make yourself more marketable. Okay. Whether you're a new nurse or not. So, one way is getting actual, some certifications that will make you more marketable for the job market. So, whether that's like ACLS, BLS, that type of stuff, right? The other thing is start looking at other skills that you can use. I know in nursing school, you can't really use AI much. I mean, some programs are incorporating it into their programs, but some aren't. However, AI is going to be a game changer. And I think soon there's going to be more and more job descriptions that will actually insert in the job description that they want people to learn how to use AI. It's not going away. So when you're thinking skills, try to also think of skills that are outside of nursing that will make you more marketable and that you could put on your resume and your cover letter. All right. Joining certain organizations, being able to network, all that stuff is important. Okay. And then self promotion. So, meaning, I have a podcast. I promote myself all day, every day. I don't care because I'm my biggest cheerleader. I know that I'm the #1 nurse career coach out there for new grads. I've helped over 200 nurses. I've written, books on how to make more money. I've spoken at conferences about personal branding, visibility, all that stuff, right? So being able to promote yourself in terms of also, write articles, publications. You could start your own podcast or be on other people's podcasts and start building that digital footprint. What do I mean by creating a digital footprint? This is what I mean, like putting your work out there so that you could be the authority in the nursing industry. You could be seen as a thought leader, speaking on panels, speaking at conferences, going to networking events so people get to know you. And that brings me to my second tip, right, on how to make money moves without getting more degrees is increasing your visibility. What do I mean by that? Increasing your visibility is going to equal more opportunities. So again, I'm going to tie in a little bit of personal branding and what that means because I know I didn't really quite explain it, but building a personal brand is really building your reputation. So for all my new nurses out there, if you don't have LinkedIn and you are looking for a job, you need to be on LinkedIn. All right. I'm probably going to create a whole show just on LinkedIn for new graduate nurses. But that's actually all outlined in the course that I created called New Nurse to Dream Role course. And I also talk about it in my coaching program. So again, if you're interested and you're struggling to even get interviews you're struggling to land a position as a new nurse and you want a specific position, like let's say the OR, ICU, ED, NICU, and people are telling you can't get it, yes, you can. It's all about, again, marketing yourself, being more visible, creating that LinkedIn account, and filling it out in a way that helps you stand out by building that personal brand. And I know people are like, what the hell you mean by, building a personal brand? Meaning you're building your reputation, managing it, not just making something up, but actually being visible, being out there so people know the real you so that you can connect with people, whether it's your interviewer or even other people that might particularly have a job for you that's not even posted yet, and they will offer it to you. That's what I'm talking about, right? Being more visible. So one of my clients, actually a couple of them, I've helped create LinkedIn videos. And that actually, like introduction videos on LinkedIn, and that actually helped them get the attention of some nurse recruiters, right? So that's increasing their visibility. That will equal opportunities, right? Same thing. If you're a nurse that wants to maybe get into an education position, a leadership role, whatever the case, you need to start building those connections. You just need to start increasing your visibility online. And I know a lot of nurses don't want to create content. And when we talk about creating content, it's not necessarily like right now I'm on TikTok, right? But it's not like going on TikTok and like having to like do silly things or dance, right? I'm talking about create content in a way that is applicable to you, to what you do, and the value that you bring to others, right? So I go on TikTok and I go on these different platforms and I talk about nursing, and I talk about topics that help new nurses, nursing students, and experienced nurses, learn how to interview, learn how to get promoted, learn how to negotiate their salary, how to make money moves, business moves, all that stuff. But I do it in a way that's in alignment with me and my values and my brand. So that's when I talk about building a brand. You're managing your reputation in a way that feels real and authentic to you. And how I show up online is the same way I show up in person, right? So people know me, they're able to get to know me and trust me, right? You're building trust through your content whether you're online or whether you're in person. Nursing students, you can do the same thing. I tell nursing students all the time, and I know they're like, I don't have time to go to networking events and blah, 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 blah. But trust me, if you start getting involved early in your nursing community or just in your community in general, you're doing volunteer work, you're going to meet so many people. And the work that you're doing in the community or going to conferences, networking with other people is going to be valuable to you later. And it's going to open doors and more opportunities for you. Okay. It's going to increase your leadership skills, communication skills, all that stuff. So when I say increase your visibility, I'm talking about creating content, showing up on social. And I'm not talking about putting out your business for people to know. You could still be private and create content that helps whatever cause, impact, purpose you're trying to do. And obviously that's in alignment with your values and what you stand on, right? So that's what I'm talking about when I say increase visibility, increase content. So people get to know you. Like for me, if you literally go on Google right now and you put Farah Laurent or Dr. Farah Laurent, you will see a ton of articles, a ton of publications, tons of testimonials from past clients that I've worked with, podcasts that I've been on, features, so many different things, because I've been building my personal brand and my digital footprint 4 years ago. And early on, I was like, oh man, like I don't want to do the social media content. Like I didn't even have a photo on LinkedIn. I didn't even have a profile photo. Okay. So let me say hi to a couple people here. What's up, Sheba? Eliza, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Let me know if you guys have any comments about how to make money moves. Okay, so if you missed it, number one, I talked about, and this is applicable to any nurse at any level in your career, whether you're a nursing student, a new grad, an experienced nurse that wants to grow in your career, you need to negotiate your salary. I already talked about that. But number one is you need to market yourself. Learn how to market yourself and be marketable. Okay. Number two, increase your visibility so you can increase more opportunities. So that means increase your visibility both in person at events, conferences, networking events, and also on social media. So you can even get a professional photo shoot if you want, but at least have a profile photo on LinkedIn. Like I said, I didn't have when I first started, but when I committed to start building my personal brand and being seen as an authority in the nursing industry and being known so I can build connection and build trust. Literally, like I said, if you Google me, you'll see all the different work that I've done, podcasting, everything, right? So that's what you need to do for your career or your business. Let's say you're early in business, you're having difficulty finding clients, you don't know how to market yourself. Being visible is what you need to do. People need to know about you and they need to know about your business. All right. So, and same thing at your workplace or even in the interview process, right? If you show up to the interview and you're like too shy, you're not, giving a little bit of personality, and you're saying what everybody else is saying, you sound like everybody else, you look like everybody else, you're not going to really stand out, right? So number 3, my tip on how to make more money moves as a nurse, and this is without getting more degrees or certifications, is to master communication, right? But not just any type of communication. Master how to communicate with confidence. Okay? Now, this piece where I talked about negotiating your salary, if you're not confident and then you don't have confident communication, you're not going to be able to negotiate your salary. So the confidence piece and the communication piece is very important in order for you to make more money moves. I did not know this as a new nurse. I didn't negotiate my salary. Even early in business, it was very difficult for me to communicate my value and articulate my value as a new business owner, right? As a nurse career coach. But over time, I developed this confidence, developed, my communication skills so I could articulate the value that I bring, right? And that's the same thing that I want for you. Even as a new nurse, right? You can master the art of communication and how to communicate with confidence. So many new nurses are not confident, and not just the new nurses, right? And it's not your fault. Nursing school chips away a little bit at our confidence. But even as experienced nurses, so many experienced nurses lack confidence and don't know how to communicate with that confidence. And it's literally costing you money. Okay? So let me know if you have any comments in the chat, questions, put them in the chat. And like I said, I'm hosting several events this year. I have my Nurses Making Business Moves conference that's happening March 2026. That is for aspiring business owners, female entrepreneurs. You don't necessarily have to be a nurse to attend, but that's happening March 2026 in Tampa, Florida, at the University of Tampa. Super excited about that. I also have a business mastermind that's happening this weekend in Clearwater Beach. I still have open spots for that. Only 2 spots left open for that. So if you're interested, message me right away. I will be talking about how to specifically make more money at that business mastermind and how to make business moves. So whether you are thinking about starting a business, but you're not quite sure what to do, you feel overwhelmed, you're frustrated, you don't even know where to start, but you're like, oh my goodness, I can't with this job anymore. It's so toxic. I'm not making enough money. They're not valuing me. Or maybe, oh my goodness, I just got laid off. I don't know what to do. What do I do next? It's taken forever to find my next role. You can start a business as a consultant or a coach using what you already know now, right? So I started my nurse career coaching business 4 years ago, knowing nothing about business, but I was like, I want to help new nurses land their dream role, because as a new nurse, I was told that I couldn't do this. I had to settle for med surg, and I'm like, I don't want that. I want to be an ER nurse. I already know what I want. So I became an ER nurse, and after that, I was like, I'm going to help the new generation of nurses also get the tools and the skills that they need to be more confident in interviews and to not have to settle for just any role, but to get the role that they want in nursing. Because like, you go to school for however many years, you don't want to just settle for anything, right? You want to get what you want so you can have a better life, be happy, and do the work that you want, that you're meant to do, right? So That's what I'm doing now. 4 years ago, I had to invest in myself through time and money. Time meaning I had to spend hours and literally days and weeks reading books about business, watching podcasts, watching YouTube videos on how to start a business. And this is a service-based business where I literally can do my coaching virtually online using a computer, and started my business just through content creation, like I'm doing right now, creating content, literally showing up live every single week. And if you guys don't believe me, go check out the Nursing Dose with Farah. I've been doing this for at least 3 years, going live every single week. Okay? When I literally sometimes had like 1 or 2 people watching, I still showed up consistently. Okay? And that is something else that is a bonus tip for you guys for how to make money moves, right? In nursing is to be consistent. That's right. Whether you're looking for a new job, you're wanting to get promoted, you want to start a business, or you want to grow your business, all of that is through consistency and persistence, right? So let's say, I know a lot of nurses are like, I really want to get into L&D or ICU or ER or the NICU, but there's just nothing out there currently, or there's only one residency program and I don't know if I'm going to get in it. Like, stop with the negativity, do the work that you need to do, apply for the position and prepare for the position and invest in yourself. So when I say I've invested thousands and thousands of dollars in myself for professional development, for my career and my business, I've literally spent thousands and thousands of dollars, right? Not only in terms of schooling, but also in other programs, right? Marketing, business conferences, different things like that. Okay. So if you are watching and this is resonating with you, put 1 in the chat. Okay. I see a lot of people coming through the chat. Put 1 in the chat if this is resonating with you. If you want to learn how to make money moves, put money moves in the chat for me. If you're interested in a new grad position and you want to get into a coaching program that's going to guide you step by step on how to get the position that you want, direct message me right now and say coaching program. I only have a couple of spots left if you want to get in my group new nurse coaching program. Again, this is only for new nurses, or if you've been a nurse, let's say, less than a year, or maybe you're in a role and you hate it and you're like, oh, I didn't want to be in this role, I want to switch to something else. This program is for you. And again, I'm only accepting new graduate nurses that are ready to be committed, ready to be consistent, ready to put in the work, and ready to invest in themselves. Okay, so don't apply if you are not ready for all this. Okay, but if you're ready and you're like, I want to find the right position for me, I'm ready to put in the work, ready to be consistent, ready to invest, then message me. New grad coaching program. Okay. And if you're watching, you're an experienced nurse and you're like, you know what? I know there's something more, something better than the day-to-day hustle at my current job. I don't feel fulfilled. I feel underpaid. I feel like I've been making more of an impact. I want to do what I want to do. I want more freedom. I want to work remotely. I want to learn how to make extra income. Or maybe you just got laid off and you can't seem to find a job fast enough and you need some income now and you need to learn how to make some money moves and business moves, then definitely message me. Like I said, I do have that business mastermind that's coming up. And if you're worried about the investment, you're like, I don't know if I have the investment, I do have the ability to put you on a payment plan if you really want to make it happen. But again, you have to be committed to do the work, right? And this business mastermind is happening this weekend in Clearwater Beach. Okay, so no excuses. I only want people that are ready to make that commitment. So literally, if you want to start a business, you can have your business up and running within a few days, like registered. Okay. It only takes anywhere from 3 days to like maybe 2 weeks in most states. So again, even for my nursing students and my new grads, if you're really interested in starting your own business, like a tutoring business, or let's say you want to help other nurses pass their NCLEX because you just passed your NCLEX, you could start your own business as well. You don't have to be, you know, an experienced nurse with so many years under your belt. You can literally start your own business as well. Because I know a lot of you will have school loans that you need to pay off. So the best way to do that is to have supplemental income by starting your own business. And of course, has to be registered, has to be legit. I always tell my clients, that want to start businesses, already have businesses, to consult tax professionals and, legal help, just to make sure everything is correct, that you're filling out the right paperwork, everything is in alignment. Okay. What's up, life with Kat? Girl, let me know how your event was yesterday. I wish I could have attended. So I just moved to the Tampa Bay area, Wesley Chapel to be exact. So it's hard sometimes to get out to some of these networking events, with the kiddos. But let me know, Kat, how it went. I'd love to know. And like I said, I still have space in my business mastermind. I'm still trying to get you to come to my business mastermind this weekend. So again, it's going to be in Clearwater Beach. If you are not from Florida, you can fly into Tampa International Airport. Just be spontaneous and do something for yourself, okay? And still come through. No excuses. Like I said, if you've been thinking about this forever, you want to start a business, you're tired of the same old, it's time to take action, right? So come join me and other aspiring nurse entrepreneurs this weekend, October 10th to the 13th. All you got to do is make it to Clearwater Beach. Like I said, if you're coming from out of state, it's literally from most major cities, only a couple hours, and it's like $200-$300 round trip. So you just need to get there. Everything else is taken care of. A 3-night stay is already included in the pricing. You get your food. You even get a spa treatment. You get a facial or a massage for an hour. And y'all, I love me a good deep tissue massage. And Opal Spa is one of the best spas that I've ever been to. And that's where we'll be going. Okay. The ladies, I did this last time in August and they loved it. So, and then of course you get a 2-day, full day business mastermind with me where we go through all the things, all business essentials, marketing, sales, how to communicate with confidence, how to increase your visibility, how to get more paid speaking opportunities, whether it's, paid speaking on panels, if you want to write a book, whatever. We're going through all that stuff this weekend. And again, August, that's the last one. October 10th to the 13th, this coming weekend, and it's the long weekend. So get to Clearwater Beach, message me ASAP if you want to get in this. This will be the last business mastermind of the year. And again, it's in person, Clearwater Beach. You don't want to miss it. For those who saw the videos of the last one, you know it's going to be lit. It's going to be great. Really good connections with other nurses from all over. And again, you don't even have to be a nurse to attend. You can be in the healthcare field or just a female entrepreneur that's, currently just wanting to start a business, but you're not quite sure how. This is the space for you, okay? And again, food is included. A 3-night stay at a luxury hotel that's at a beachfront, and the weather is still pretty nice here. So yeah, and then you get your own room so you could chill and relax, get a little break, and learn how to make money moves and business moves. All right. So I'm going to end this in just a little bit, but let me know if you have any questions, comments, because I'm just about to hit 30 minutes. Questions, comments, put it in the chat. If you want to learn how to get to this business mastermind and secure your spot, message me. That's all you got to do. Just message me, business mastermind. For all those new nurses that are interested in landing your dream role, you're struggling to even get an interview and you're struggling to get your first position, but that not just any position, you're struggling to get the position you really want in your specialized area, whether it's ICU, ED, NICU, or like I said, I've helped over 200 nurses land their dream job and not making any measly money, right? I'm helping some of these nurses make 120K to 175K as new nurses and helping you learn how to negotiate your salary. Yes, even as a new nurse. So if you want to get into my coaching program, just message me. Coaching program for new nurse, and I will get you in that nursing coaching program. And I'm talking about only for the ones who are serious about investing in themselves, serious about doing the work, showing up, being consistent. Don't message me if if you're not all those things, okay? All right. So what's up to I see Vanity Nurse RN, Nurse Leo. All right. Okay, let me know, guys. Any questions coming through the chat? Let me know if you have any specific questions about business or any specific questions about the business mastermind that I mentioned this weekend coming up in Clearwater Beach, or any questions about how to negotiate your salary, or even just, any specific questions for new grads that you have for me. I have about, I say like another minute or two. Okay. So I don't see anything coming through from LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. So I'm going to stay on TikTok for a few minutes, but message me. And again, thank you for watching The Nursing Dose with Fair. Until next time, have a great day. Keep making those money moves and keep making those business moves.